Yo, what's up, guys? Joker bringing you another video, this time actually on Diablo 4, since the upcoming server slam is going to be starting May 12th through May 14th. And we just had a dev update not that long ago. I believe it was yesterday, as of the posting of this video. And I just wanted to go ahead and go over a couple of things that we learned about it. Diablo 4 will be completely cross platform, and all MTX will be cross platform as well. So, your character you can play wherever, whenever, and all the MTX are going to be account bound. So you can use them on any character you unless it is a class specific armor. That's the only thing that is the exception, really, is that there are those class specific armor sets, which make sense because there is that generic and then that class bound. So that's really cool that you only have to buy the MTX one. It's account bound and you can play it on pretty much any device. Apart from that, we did learn that season one is set to start in mid July, and they are planning on having 4 seasons per year. So, kind of like the PoE, right? And each season will have a unique theme, and everything in that season will be based around it, right? So, like if it's I believe they used an example of a zombie based theme, everything would be more zombie and undead based, which I mean, that makes sense. Everything from the league mechanic to the MTX you're going to get is going to be based around undead and zombies if that's the theme of the season. That just makes sense. Now, they also added something interesting. They added that seasons will have an impact on how you build your character. So, like in that undead theme, you may get benefits for you being like a necro, right? Get more benefits for being a necro than being a barbarian or using undead skills, that type of thing. You may get extra damage against undead enemies. I don't really know that those aren't really creative ideas. They probably be a lot better than that. But I was really interested that they said that it is going to be power buffs for your build archetype, but only in that season. It will not go to the eternal realm, which is standard. With that buffed power, your character will only have these special buffs in the season, which makes sense because they want to avoid infinite power creep. So that makes a ton of sense to me why they want it integrated into core, because it would just be infinite power creep. I'm going to grab a second cinematic real quick. All right. Up next, what we have is the season journey is going to be essentially the same as it is in Diablo 3, where you have the ability of completing these tasks, and then it'll go ahead and give you rewards. It does differ a little bit because it is going to be not 100% completion, right? You don't have to complete all of them. It'll give you like 10 tasks and say complete 7 of these. So it gives that variety for you to go ahead and or avoid tasks that you don't want to do and do more of the tasks that you do want to do and still be on par with everyone else completing the season journey, because you're still going to be getting the reward, but you get more of a choice, which in my opinion, that's really good because sometimes the season journey was just ass and I hated doing it. But the fact that I'm going to be able to pick and choose is something that is really cool, in my opinion, as well. Oh, one of the first things that I should have mentioned that I completely forgot about up until now, until I was looking at my notes, is the altars of Lilith, right? And I'm going to go ahead and throw a link in the description of a map that shows you where all of them are. But it has been confirmed that you only have to do altars of Lilith once. You're not going to have to do them every season. You can do them every season for renown and stuff, but you don't have to do them every season, which is really good. If they would have reset this every season, so many people would have been pissed. But they went ahead and they made it a one and done. You only have to do it once. You can do it multiple times if you want the additional benefits, which is good, which makes sense why they would do it like that. I wanted to make sure that I threw clear that out there because that was one of my main complaints is I don't want to do that shit every year. I mean, every 3 months. It's just so annoying. Apart from that, they have kind of confirmed that the seasons are going to be the main gameplay loop, and then they are going to have an eternal realm, so standard, and then the seasons are going to be the main gameplay loop. So think almost exactly like Path of Exile is what it's sounding like, which it has me really, really hyped, especially for this server slam, just because of the fact that Path of Exile hasn't been going down the best path. So D4 having all of these good announcements, it's getting me so hyped for D4. But that's essentially it. For those, let me jump into probably the most controversial, and that's going to be the Battle Pass. All right. And then for essentially the battle pass, the most controversial thing, as of right now, it has been guaranteed there is not going to be any buyable power in D4. Everything they've mentioned, there is no power that is buyable in the battle pass. What I mean by that is there is three tiers of battle passes. There's a basic premier and then like an extra premier. The premier and the extra premier only it was confirmed only give cosmetics. They give like two or three armor sets, which I'm completely fine with. I have no problem with battle passes like that. If they have pets and stuff, I'll probably buy them because I'm a pet slut. I love pets and mounts. So I would go ahead and buy them specifically just for that. And it makes sense with people questioning if it's going to be pay to win. Just announce and show where it is only going to be cosmetics. It's going to really encourage people to buy them, not only because people like cosmetics, but because of the fact that it's not pay to win. That being said, this is a disturbing ass cinematic. I never watched this one. Oh my God. Uh, but there is going to be something called Smoldering Ashes that you receive from the Battle Pass. That is the only thing that can be somewhat pay to win. Not really, though. And let me explain why. You receive them along the basic Battle Pass. So, the basic core Battle Pass, there is a paid boost, but your character has to be above a certain level for you to get that boost. So you can't just make a character and instantly buy these smoldering ashes, which are going to give you those in-game items, those really strong items. You can't just directly buy this. You are going to be able to unlock them from what they stated at the same point that you would gather them through normal progression. Anyways, if you buy the 20 level skip or you don't buy the 20 level skip for the battle pass, you're going to be able to get the same amount of smoldering ashes estimatedly at the same time as a free to play player, which once again, I have no problem with that. If you don't have time to complete a battle pass, pay for it. It's mainly cosmetics that you are getting. Well, it's like 99.9% cosmetics that you're getting from it. And the smoldering ashes, you're going to have the same amount if you pay for it or if you don't pay for it. So the only benefit of paying for the boost is getting the additional benefit of a little bit of extra time, right? If you don't have all the time to complete the battle pass, which makes sense. Some people don't have the same amount of time. Well, not some. A lot of people don't have, everybody doesn't have, I'll phrase it like that. Everybody doesn't have the same amount of time to go ahead and play games. So the boosted battle pass for the extra cosmetics is really good because it gets rid of kind of the additional fear of missing out of, oh, I have to play 100 hours or I can't get this. Oh, I can't play 100 hours, but I can play 50 and pay 40 bucks, right? So apart from that, I need another cinematic. Give me one second. Okay. So that's pretty much all my thoughts that I had. All in all, really good. I like that they're focusing on a season 3 month cycle. I like the fact that it's cross platform. I like that the fact that Altars of Lilith are only a one and done. I like their battle pass idea. Like it makes sense to me. It's not pay to win. It so As of right now, I'm extremely hyped for Diablo 4 from everything that we've heard. Last thing that I'll end this video with is for the upcoming server slam. What character should you play? Probably Necro or Rogue, Sorcerer, Barbarian, Druid. As of right now, that's the order that I would recommend it, just because of the fact that Barbarian and Druid are weaker, and especially with less legendary powers, you're gonna have a better time with the Necro Rogue and Sorcerer, because this server slam brings the legendary drop rate back onto par with what it's going to be in the main game, I believe. So it's going to be a lot less legendaries, and Barbarian and Druid require legendaries. The other three don't really require them. But that's pretty much my thoughts, my hopes. It looks so good. Sorry about the little bit of a rant video. Hopefully, this comes better than I'm thinking it might, but we're all good there. So yeah, leave your opinion down in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future videos. Are you hyped about G4? Because as of right now, it may be my main game. But until next time, take care.